What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. I'm very excited. You want to know why? Because we're 3 weeks and 5 days out from our very first men's physique show. It's been a long journey. I started this diet when I was 13 weeks out from this show, and I'll tell you, like, I looked at a picture of what I looked like 15 weeks ago, and this is kind of like one of the testaments of, like, you don't really understand how far you've come until you're able to document your journey and look back at the changes that you've made over the last few months. So for example, I thought every day like I was making these slight changes, but I didn't know it was this drastic. I'm gonna throw a picture up on the screen. I didn't know it was this drastic. Like, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And I know how it works in that sense, but I've never actually done this crazy of a transformation. So, like, to see that is absolutely mind-blowing, and I hope it makes someone understand that progress is not linear and progress is not going to be seen overnight. And every day when you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, okay, I'm not seeing any changes, just know that if you're following the program right, or you're doing exactly what you need to do, you will start to see those changes. But you really won't start to see those changes until, like, you're at the end of your diet and you look back at the beginning of where you started. So just don't let you waking up every day discourage you from reaching your goals, reaching your fitness goals, losing that weight, and just keep your head up. But we're gonna give you guys a little bit of an update on basically what's going on this prep. So I step on stage in 3 weeks and 5 days, and currently my macros are sitting at 200 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 45 grams of fat. Now, my macros were slightly lower than that, and I bumped it up, and here is why. I was losing weight a little too quick. I got down to 160 last week, which I did not want to be there at all at that point. So I ended up doing a refeed day and then bumping my general calories up slightly, just because I wanted to drop weight a little bit slower so that I don't risk losing muscle by the time we step on stage, or at least as much muscle. My body's been responding to it very well, especially because I have been upping my cardio to an hour a day. That's generally what I am doing for the rest of prep and leading up until peak week. So we're currently on our way to Steven's house to go hit a garage gym, because I don't know, I'm not really a fan lately of just like public gyms and like working out whether there's like other people, because for one, like, it makes me feel self-conscious. That's just a part of bodybuilding and feeling small all the time, and anyway, so yeah, we're going to Steven's house and we're gonna go hit a back workout, and it's gonna be sick because I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I look like right now. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next clip. What is going on, guys? So I've sat down to edit this video, and originally I was going to be doing a video on the breakfast that I'm currently eating throughout this prep, but honestly I just wanted to sit down here and do kind of a more raw talk and update with you guys to tell you guys exactly how I've been feeling, because honestly it hasn't been the greatest, and I'll tell you why. Basically, I jumped on the scale this morning and I weighed 160 pounds, which that's great and all, but in all honesty, that's how much I weighed back in high school. And high school was a very important aspect and part of my life in terms of my mentality, and the reason why I got into fitness in the first place was because I was always known as, the guy that looked like a stick, the skinny guy, the guy that was super weak, the guy that was scrawny, like all that stuff. If you guys ever were in that situation, you know exactly how I feel. But like jumping on the scale and seeing that I was 160 pounds and I was only 5 pounds away from what the weight I was in high school was definitely like a huge psychological factor in why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling right now. I know, I look great. This is the leanest I've ever been, and I've definitely put on muscle mass over the years, but just seeing that number where it was, it was not the greatest feeling. And then, hearing comments from friends and family like, oh, you lost a lot of weight, you're getting skinnier, which obviously they mean well, and they say that I look great, and that's fine, but they just don't quite understand the psychological factor. I don't think a lot of people understand that calling someone like skinny, especially when they're on like a prep like this, is the equivalent of calling someone fat, in my opinion. And depending on how some people, how their past was dealing with that kind of stuff, it could kind of trigger something. Because if you were to tell me this, before this prep started, like, oh, you're skinny, I'm like, haha. But like now that I'm getting like skinnier and skinnier, like, or not skinnier, but like losing more and more body fat percentage, there's just a really big psychological thing that I've been having to deal with over the last few days, few weeks, and it's something that I've been having to deal with, and it's tough. I haven't had to deal with this feeling since high school, just going in the gym and feeling like everyone's looking at you and like thinking that you're the skinniest person in the gym, which is why I go to the gym in a hoodie and joggers all the time. I've always heard about these stories on, people's YouTubes, on social media, people kind of explaining their diets. I never thought that it was actually going to psychologically affect me like this. So being on this first prep is definitely interesting and a learning experience. But we're 3 weeks out, guys. I feel like I'm looking pretty good, and I'm happy that, like, I'm excited. I'm most excited because I'm doing this entire prep by myself with no coach, no nothing. I have like kind of friends here and there that'll help me with like my posing and what looks good, but like nobody professional. There's no bodybuilding coach that I hired or anything like that. Everything is done on my own. So even just competing in this is an accomplishment, and just I feel like I'm at the point where I think I can actually place in the novice category, which is a pretty big deal. To me at least, because being able to place without a coach or anything like that is definitely something that I'm going to be proud of. So I'm very excited to bring my best package, and that's pretty much an update. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because I just feel like I'm ranting now. But I'd appreciate if you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, any of that kind of stuff. So I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.